How's it going, guys? Thanks for checking the video out. Quick Logic Pro tip for you here, which is about pre-fader metering. Now, this is an option that you can turn on or turn off, but why should you turn it on and why is it important? Well, let's take a look. So I've got a pretty standard synth here. It's nothing special. Have a listen. And we can see that over in the fader, in the mixer window, we've got a peak level of getting on for -5. So no problems there, no clipping. But are we really telling the full story there? If we go up to our control bar, we can customize it and we can see that I've got pre-fader metering. You can see that it jumps over here. So pre-fader metering off, pre-fader metering on. Watch what happens to this mixer little bit here when I go to pre-fader metering. The LEDs go to the left-hand side. So what this means is that with it off, what's actually happening here, the metering that's going on is relative to our fader. So with no pre-fader metering on, just as normal, as I turn the fader down, the LEDs come down as well. But with pre-fader metering on, as I turn that fader down, nothing happens, and we see the true level of what's on that track. We can see that it's clipping. So that means that it's clipping internally on the instrument. Although we're not actually seeing any clipping taking place without that pre-fader metering, it is clipping, because without it on, I'm turning the fader down a considerable amount. Now, Logic has floating point accuracy. It's not actually, you're not going to be hearing any of that distortion, but as a rule of thumb, as a kind of best practice thing, you shouldn't really be clipping stuff internally, because although there are some plugins that do work at 32-bit, and the majority of them do these days, there are some that don't. So if you get into the habit of letting stuff clip, then when you find one that does clip, you're going to be in for some problems. So just a little way of helping that whole swear word gain staging kind of thing, and just making it so that best practice, nothing is clipping, nothing is peeking out too much, and you're going to get far more headroom and things are just going to be a little bit better and a little bit easier to manage. Hope that's useful. I'll see you again soon. Take care.